What's up, party people? Happy holiday episode edition coming from the end in mind. I wanted to just give you guys a quick solo episode for these next 2 weeks because I know the holidays are so crazy. But it's always nice to kind of touch back in and feel a little bit of business amidst what is to come in 2027. No, 2026. Oh my God, am I okay? I'm literally getting married in 2 months from now when this episode launches. So I am so excited. I literally cannot wait to get married. And I feel like 2026 is going to be our year. It's going to be such an amazing, pivotal moment in business, in life, in this generation that has seen, obviously a crazy amount of adjustments to society in the past few weeks and or months, I should say, years, honestly. And I'm just really excited for like the next chapter to open up for everybody. And it feels like for some reason 2026 is going to be that. So I'm super stoked, and I'd love to share a little bit more about what I am expecting to see this year when it comes to marketing. So I really think we're going to see a lot of paid ads start to tailor off even more than they already had, at least on like social media platforms. So if you all didn't know, back in the start of last year, like 2025, the year that we're still in, a lot of paid ads stopped working on social media for a long time. And some of it actually killed some businesses because they were thriving on some of the ads that they were running. And a lot of these business owners didn't know how to pivot and they didn't know what to do. So I want to talk a little bit more about how to get away from paid ads and why organic marketing is really the new way of marketing and one of the best and most prosperous that we'll probably see in our lifetime. A lot of consumers are changing. They know what is paid ads, right? Like, they know what's sponsored. They know that people are trying to sell them something. And I don't know about you guys, but after being sold things over and over and over again for so many years online, it kind of becomes a game, right? Like, how can I literally not buy this ad? Like, how many times can I see this ad and not buy this thing? And I think that we're seeing a little bit of a revolution when it comes to ads, and we're seeing a rebellion from consumers. And you heard it here first, because I get it as being a consumer myself. The rebellion has started and it's probably not going anywhere, okay? So the consumer wants to know from people that they know, like, and trust what items they like, why they like them, and why they should buy them. People want education. They don't want to be sold something, okay? They want to be heard, they want to be acknowledged, and they don't want to be sold things. They want to be able to gather their own information and make a purchase based off of what is best for them. And nowadays, a lot of people also want to be able to get that information quickly, make their buying decision soon, and be able to get the item that they need, whether that's a product, service, whatever it may be. People want to get the information quickly. So a lot of people, especially people that are high achievers or maybe, highly paid, work a lot of hours, people get a lot of their information from podcasts. Podcasting is one of the best ways that you can start to market your item. I would also recommend not doing types of paid ads and working with podcasters if you have a brand or a product, especially. Working with podcasters that believe in your brand and product doesn't mean that they've always bought or used your product, but maybe send it to them and then allow them to use it for X amount of months before promoting you. Especially if you believe in your product and your service, it's a great way to build credibility. Service can sometimes be hard to offer for no type of payment, right? And products, you just be really strategic with who you send them to. And I wouldn't do those types of PR boxes where you just send it out and wish and pray. Have a conversation with that person before you send it to them, okay? Send it to them after you've told them it's being shipped out. Let them know when it's coming and be open and transparent before you even add them to your PR list. Especially small business owners, we don't have a lot of money to be just buying a bunch of product and selling it for free, right? So you want to be very strategic. So that's one thing. Another thing you can also be doing is influencer marketing, which is very similar to the podcasting, same type of idea. A lot of influencers nowadays only want to work with brands that they believe in, that they think are sustainable, that make sense for them, that also offer a really great product. So that's another avenue, but very similar to the podcasting. You may have to send a sample of your product, and if you believe in your product that much, it shouldn't be that hard to do so, right? And then build that credibility with the influencers and then bring them on over time. So that's another way, which is not probably going to go anywhere, not much of a change from last year. And a lot of the things that I also see people switching back into is utilizing things like AI. Okay, so some of you may be wondering, like, how can I start to get searchable through AI? Why is my item not coming up when AI is looking for it? Start using AI. Okay, that's one of the ways that you can start to be seen and acknowledged through AI, is when you start to use it and you actually start to ask it questions, type in the name of your company, type in what you do, right? Depending on if you're able to do these types of things. Certain companies are obviously regulated and that cannot happen. But I'm telling you, if you start using AI, it'll start to save your information and then you will most likely come up on Google, okay? Another idea is a lot of hashtags, map searching. This is going to be the new way of the future. People want to be able to log into somewhere, most likely Instagram, look at a location on a map, whether they're traveling, moving to a new location, looking for something that's nearby within 10 minutes down the street, and they'll actually be able to go to the map and find a searchable item, okay? Searchable service, whatever. Most of the time, that's going to be for service-based businesses. Maybe for products too, or restaurants, right? Hotels, things like that. And that's a great way, again, to get seen online. If you haven't been utilizing location tagging, now is the time to do so. You will not regret it. Another idea is if you have a product and you don't tag location on your current posts on Instagram, go to your Instagram insights and see where the most highest paying potential clients are coming from. What cities do they reside in? Where do your current clients live? Do they all live in Texas? Tag Texas. What part of Texas? Where are you shipping these items, right? You should know these answers to these questions. So I would recommend doing that and then also starting to tag so that you start to show up within these city location maps, okay? So those are just a few things that I'm starting to see roll out. Once we officially get into the new year, we will have more episodes launching of what to expect. But these 3 ways are very important things to take into account. If your old ways of marketing are not working, reach out to me. Let's connect. Let's talk. Most of the time, you are likely missing the human to human connection, and that is why people are not buying, okay? People want to feel heard, seen, and acknowledged. The more we see AI coming into lead generation tools, the more we will see people craving human connection. It's like when you used to call Verizon Wireless and you'd get the damn recording over and over and over again, and you want to pull your hair out. That is exactly what we can expect to see start to happen in this marketing process. And it's exactly why the businesses that keep human to human connection will be some of the most successful in our time. Okay, so love you guys so much. I hope you have a great happy holidays and a great new year, and I will see you all very soon.